Hey, how you like my apron, huh? Look at that. Well, today we're having... Why am I wearing my apron today? Because I'm wearing my Italian apron today because today we are having pasta. We're having some pasta with shrimps. I'm making some shrimp. Well, I have some shrimps already, almost ready. I'm going to... Butter and garlic. That's all. Butter and garlic and some lemon juice. And that's it. And I'm going to make some meatballs because I don't do shrimp. I'm making some meatballs. And I'm making some pasta sauce or gravy, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to get into an argument. And some linguine. And salad. And some bread. And that's it. That's for dinner. So stay tuned. So folks, I'm making my meatballs. People make them differently. I make them in the oven. Some people make it in, fry them and then put them in the oven. Put them into sauce. Some people, everyone has a secret family recipe. And I have a few. But today I'm making this very easy because I'm only making a few meatballs. I'm not making anything elaborate. I'm making maybe 6 or 7 meatballs at the most because it's just for me. Gilbert's having the shrimp, so stay tuned. So folks, I'm gonna start making my meatballs now. Okay, so watch how I do them, or did one of my recipes. I have about 3 or 4 recipes, but I'm gonna start out with some good ground sirloin. Okay, I'm gonna make holes like this. Always wash your hands. Always wash your hands. I got the water running. Okay, so this is not a lot of meat. I don't know how many meatballs are gonna come out of this. I'm gonna first start off by cracking an egg in there. Cracking an egg in there. And this is gonna be a little bit. This is like making meatloaf. I'm gonna put my combination of salt and pepper in here. Salt and pepper. I'm gonna put some parsley. Put all of it. It's not enough parsley. And I'm gonna put some Italian dressing. Hey, why not, right? And of course my garlic. And then I'm gonna give a little spin to this. I'm gonna put some cheese, some grated cheese in there. Okay. And then I'm gonna put some more cheese. I'm gonna put some Parmesan. Okay. I'm gonna put some Parmesan, about 3 tablespoons of Parmesan, 3 teaspoons actually. There you go. And then I'm going to get my bread that I've been soaking in milk, and I'm gonna squeeze out the milk. Oh, there you go. It's kind of messy, but this is gonna be good. Okay, put it to the side there, and put my bread in there. Okay. I don't want to. I'm taking the outside of it off. I'm using the inside. Okay. There you go. So the egg helps it bind, and the bread helps it soften up. Okay. And you can add some breadcrumbs to this too as well. I like adding breadcrumbs to it. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to add some breadcrumbs to it because let me wash my hands here. Okay, let's add some breadcrumbs to that. And of course, I like to use my Italian style breadcrumbs. Progresso. Okay, so I add a little bit in there. There you go. My crazy meatballs. There you go. And you mix everything together, okay? And then, what are you gonna do? Then I'm gonna put these in the oven. Like I said, some people fry them, then put them in sauce, fry them, put them in the oven. There's a lot of ways to make this, and I know people are gonna come after me and say, that's not the way you make meatballs. Well, I know, but this is my recipe. This is my secret recipe, which is not a secret anymore because I'm telling you. It's like making a meatloaf. If you could shape this and make it into a meatloaf, So it feels kind of soft. And let me wash my hands once again. Okay. This water like boiling in my house. You can, I tell you, the heat, the hot water in my apartment and the heat is immense. Immense. The other day it was 50-something degrees and they were giving heat. And I don't know, it was like too much. Okay, so these meatballs. Okay, so I'm gonna put some crushed sea salt in there. Okay, there you go. Not too much. Let's mix that in there. Okay. There you go. And like I said, there's many ways to do this, but this is one of the ways I found it easy, quick, and they come out tasty. They really do. They come out tasty. Okay. And of course, you know, you put sauce all over on them and all that stuff. So I'm using this pan. I am going to make my meatballs, I don't know, like golf balls. Now what I want to do is I want to squeeze so there's no air in it, okay? Because I don't want the meat to fall apart. So that's about a golf ball, okay? Big golf balls, medium-sized golf ball, I don't know. But they look good, okay? Look at that. Okay, so look at that. So I squeeze the air out of them. I got my oven preheated. Okay, look at that. Look at that. They're all the same size, folks. You gotta do this when you make meatballs. You know, you eye by eye. Put a little bit more meat in there. There you go. Squeeze it down. Get the air out of them. And look at how nice. Okay. So, folks, I was looking for about 6 to 7 meatballs, but it looks like there's more. And which is good. I mean, more. Make sure the air is out of them, because if not, they'll fall apart. And I put them together. I put them close together so they, you know, that's the way they're gonna cook. Okay. So folks, there goes my meatballs. I got 10 out of that pack of meat, and they look. I mean, they look wonderful right now. So I'm gonna cook these in the oven at about 350. I'm gonna put in the oven for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. I'm gonna check, make sure, and okay. So stay tuned for that. Okay, folks. So now I'm going to start cutting up my. I gotta make my pasta sauce, or gravy, whichever one your family uses. And I'm gonna start cleaning out my. Oh, I gotta get my garlic ready, right? You can't cook Italian dishes without garlic. Come on. So let me show you how I do it. And again, there's a couple ways to do it, but I like to do it this way. First of all, I cut the tips off. Okay, once you cut the tip off, and you squeeze, give it a little tap there, the skin comes right off. Okay, and if not, just squeeze it with your fingers, and there it goes. Look how clean that is. So, but you always remember, you got to cut the tip off. That hard tip, it's got to come off. One bang, and look at that. It comes right off, okay? Look at that. Look at that, okay? So, again, very simple. Cut the tip off, okay, like so. Hit it, and look how easy this comes off. Some people tell me they have problem peeling garlic and stuff. I don't know. But, again, the tip. Oh, the tip. Okay, if you can't squeeze it, just hit it with the hammer, with the knife, and there it goes. Okay, so again, the tip, hit it with the knife, boom, and there you go. So you can peel garlic all day and night. Look at this. Look how nice this garlic look. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, and there goes one more left. Okay, there you go. Trying to get away from me. Bang, and there you go. And you squeeze it, and the skin comes right off. Look at that. So this is for my sauce that I'm going to be using, and you're going to see me how I start off my sauce. I can't give it out because, unfortunately, it's like a family secret, folks. Really, it's like a family secret. So I can't show you how I make the sauce. I can show you little steps here and there, but the secret, if I tell you, I got to kill you, and I don't want to kill you. Come on. So stay tuned. So folks, you saw me chopping up my garlic. Now I'm chopping up some onions. Okay, let me show you. I'm using this meat cleaver because it's better than that knife that I had. I'm looking to chop this up very fine as possible. There you go. And so I'm using a medium onion for this. Okay, and after I chop this up, and then I just go run it through again. And then this smell of onion is so delicious. I mean, yeah. Okay. I mean, I know people, not even guys, women too, that smell like onions, but, oh, God help me. Okay, so I cut my onions like that, I keep it together, and then I go like this, okay, look at that, okay. I'm being real careful with this. Look, you get little cubes, see? Okay, once again, there you go. Try to keep it together. There you go. Look at that. fingers. Watch your fingers. Always keep your eye on your fingers. You don't want fingers in your sauce or gravy, whatever you want to call it. So I'm finally chopping these onions. This is all going into my sauce. Okay. There you go. I run it as much as possible through the chopper. Okay. You can put it in a blender and blend it if you want it, but I do it the old-fashioned way and do it like this. Okay. So look at that. And the more you chop it up, the more you feel that it needs more chopping. There you go. Look at that. There you go. Look at that. Run it as many times as possible. You want these onions to be nice and small. And then, there you go. Into a little plate, a little dish that I got here. Make sure always your chopping table board, your cutting board is clean. And especially when you cut up stuff like this, you know, it sticks the onion smell. Oh. Okay, so that's going to go into, I'm going to start sauteing this in olive oil. And then I'm going to cook my garlic. And then I'm going to add the other ingredients to make my pasta sauce or gravy, whichever one your family uses. I won't be able to show you everything because it's a family secret. And I've been sworn to secrecy. And like I said, if I tell you, I got to kill you. Come on. So stay tuned. Okay, folks, so now I'm going to start cooking I'm going to start making my sauce. Or gravy, whichever one you want to use. Gravy or sauce. It's an ongoing argument in the Italian families. Sauce, gravy. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to start cooking my onions. Let me show you. Okay, I'm not making too much sauce today, so I'm using a small pan. Okay. So I just put my, oops, trying to move fast here. Okay, I like that sizzling. That's the sizzling sound I like. And I'm going to cook these onions until they're translucent, okay? And then I'm going to add my garlic, okay? So keep an eye on that. Okay, so here you go. I'm gonna start cooking this, and then we're gonna start adding the rest of the stuff. So stay tuned. Now, folks, look at this. There's nothing like fresh basil. This thing smells delicious. Okay. So fresh basil. I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna chop it up as small as. There you go. Stem and all, because it's got all the flavors in it. Stem and all. There you go. Look at that. Smells delicious. I leave a leaf because I like to throw it into my sauce. So we put that leaf there. A couple leaves. Let's put that other leaf there. We're going to put 3 leaves in there. Don't worry about it. Okay. This still smells delicious. There's nothing like fresh spices and special herbs and spices. Okay. So this is going to go into my sauce. Okay. So stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned. Okay, so folks, my onions are almost done. They're softened. This is to make my secret sauce. Family sauce in the family. Ah, la familia. So I am going to add now my garlic. And let me show you. Okay, I can show you a little bit, and then I'm going to put a secret ingredient into the sauce. That part you can't see. Okay, but you get the idea. Okay, so now I'm going to put my garlic in there. And this is about 5 cloves of garlic. And the reason I put the garlic now is I didn't want it to burn with the onion. So mix that up. Make sure you cook it good. Okay. So cook it about 2 minutes. Just making sure that the garlic doesn't burn, because burnt garlic is gonna make the food taste nasty. Okay. So there we go. And then we go. Okay. So about 2 minutes. Just make sure you cook that good. I'm just gonna add some. I'm gonna add a little bit of more oil, olive oil, because there's never enough olive oil. Okay. There you go. Okay. It smells delicious in this house. I'm telling you, the neighbors must wait for me to cook every day. Okay, so I got the flame kind of low. Let me put it up a little bit more. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you the rest of the ingredients in my secret sauce. And then the secret part I have to leave out. So stay tuned. Okay, folks, this is cooking real nice. It smells real nice, delicious. Now I'm going to add the following ingredients. I'm going to put my basil in there. Freshly ground basil. Okay, and it smells good. I'm telling you, this stuff smells good. I put a little bit at a time, and then I'm cooking this in there. Now I'm going to put some teaspoon of kosher salt. I'm going to put, okay. I'm going to put a pinch of pepper flakes. This is just to give the sauce a kick. 2 pinches. There you go. Okay. This will the crushed pepper will give the sauce a kick. If you don't want to like it, you can leave it out. Now comes the part where a big argument: should I put sugar in my sauce? Should I not? Well, it's up to you. Some people say yeah. Some people say no. I'm gonna put a pinch of salt in it, half a teaspoon. That's it. Why? Because it cuts down the acid in the sauce. Now I'm gonna cook this for about 2 more minutes. It smells good. This is your base for the sauce, okay? And then I'm gonna start adding I'm gonna use crushed tomatoes, and then I'm gonna add the secret ingredients, and then that's it. And very simple. This is a simple sauce. There's a lot of ways that you cook. You can spend like the whole Sunday morning cooking. Cooking spaghetti sauce or pasta sauce or gravy, whatever you want to call it, your family calls it. But this is a real quick way of making a sauce. So I'm usually using today. I'm going to be using crushed tomatoes, and in a few minutes when I finish cooking, when I finish sautéing this stuff in, I'm going to start putting my crushed tomatoes in it. Okay. So folks, I just added half of my crushed tomatoes, and I'm going to cook that, and I'm going to make sure that nothing is stuck in the bottom. I'm going to move it around. Let me show you. Okay, I'm moving around, making sure nothing is stuck to the bottom. All the ingredients are mixed up in there. And I'm going to let that cook for maybe 2 minutes. And then I'm going to put my rest of these ingredients in there. So stay tuned. So folks, this is how it looks. There's no meat in this because I didn't make it. It wasn't meat sauce. But, okay. It's not meat sauce. It's just plain pasta sauce or pasta gravy. Okay. You can add some more basil in there. At a time. Just let that simmer there. And you let it simmer and simmer and simmer, and you can taste it if you want, and then let me put some more basil in there. There's not enough basil in this world. Okay. There you go. And you can put more pinch of red peppers just to give it a kick. Just keep moving it around. And yeah, it's getting there, folks. So I'm going to let that simmer for a little while, and then there goes your sauce. If it was a meat sauce, and then of course you would put meat in there, or sausages, or pepper, or whatever it is. But I'm making some plain pasta sauce or gravy, whichever you use. For the linguine, we're going to have some linguine. We're going to have some of this sauce. Homemade sauce today, folks. Nothing out of a jar. That jar stuff it's good for an emergency. And but it's got a lot of sugar in it. It does. It has a lot of sugar, and it's got a lot of junk, ingredients in it. So you don't want that. So this is it.